Well, it is our last full day in Tokyo.
Yep.
This is kind of bittersweet.
Yeah.
Did we fit in everything that we had planned? No.
No.
I think that's always going to happen. Are we going to try to hit a few last minute things today? Maybe. We'll see how it goes. We do have a couple things that are planned for today, 2 days. 2 things for certain. One is we're going to do a kimono rental and photo shoot.
Yep.
And then when we're done with that, we're going to go and do a we have the Skytree, which isn't until like 2 or 3 p.m. today, which is fine. Our photo shoot's like an hour long, so you have prep from 10 to 11 getting into the kimonos, getting dressed, and then
11 to 12, the photos.
And then from 11 to 12, you have your photo shoot. And I don't think we're going to sit there and walk around the rest of the day in the kimono. We'll probably just come back.
And change.
And change after we do the photo shoot. We'll probably go back to the temple for a little bit.
Did you bring my book?
It's in here. You never took it out. So, yeah, the goal is just to, those are the 2 primary things today. I might try to see if I can get to the Lost store or Lost bar if possible later today.
Yeah.
Because I would like to do that.
Yeah, I'd like to.
We've watched a lot of Chris's video, you know, preparing to come to Japan. So I think it would be nice to do a little payback and buy a couple drinks.
Yeah.
Check out the place.
He's given us so many tips and
yep.
everything about Japan.
And I did find, so we'll probably do that when we were coming back this way and getting off the train. I found one of the capsule, the 2,000 and 3,000 yen capsules that's right by the train station actually. So we'll go there and see what happens. But yeah, until next time.
The doors on the right side will open. The stop after Yotsuya will be Ochanomizu.
Well, we reached Senso-ji Temple and I had to switch mics because apparently my mic came off of me in the subway and attached to somebody's backpack. But we've arrived at the temple before our kimono appointment. And I know I'm gonna murder this, so let me look at it on my phone. This is Nakamise-dōri. So right now, because it's before the temple opens, this is actually one of the good times to go if you just want to see the temple, if you're not worried about anything else, shopping, anything, because a lot of these stalls are still closed and a lot of people don't show up for the temple early in the morning. So if you swing by here at 7 a.m., you'll get a clear shot of the temple and everything else. You just won't be able to do like any goshins or anything like that, or goshuins. But yeah, you can see these places are starting to open slowly but surely. I think it's 8 o'clock? 9 o'clock? 9 o'clock. Yeah, so that's why you're seeing a lot of these stores start to open. It's kind of like going to see Hachiko. If you get there at 7 in the morning, there's no line like we did. We got there at like 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning, and there was no line. We just walked right up. Actually, no, there were 2 people in front of us taking pictures, and then we were right there. Whereas when we went by there later in the evening, and there was a line going around the plaza to take a picture. So, rice crackers. big rice crackers. Daifuku, strawberry daifuku. And oh, lots of yuzu. Hot yuzu. That's weird. I don't know if I'd want hot yuzu. Yeah, just a store dedicated to yuzu. Oh, sweet potatoes. Slices? Yeah. Yeah, fried sweet potato. Okay. We actually walked so far we went past our thing. And you can see looming in the distance there is the Tokyo Skytree. Oh, they're already lined up. So this is where we came and did our kimono fitting, and you have to look up because it's on the 3rd floor, and you have to find these narrow steps off the marketplace.
Yeah.
So, and then there's another flight of steps in the back that you'll go up. But that being said, it was the name was Kimono Mitsuki. And the staff there were really nice. Oh, I'm gonna take it from this way so we have more light. The staff there were really nice. They were really friendly. We got along in English well enough. They just pointed. We did what we needed to do. And
The photographer spoke a lot of English.
Photographer does know a lot of English. If you get the photo shoot package, he's very good with English. Very good direction. Very fast, although we were very slow because Tammy had slippery shoes on, so beware of that. But it was great service. We got it on Klook. I think it was probably about $100 for everything. It was $120 for the kimono rental and the photo shoot.
Which kimono you want to wear and which bag to carry.
We styled your hair.
They styled my hair.
And she had other stuff in it, obviously, flowers.
They took those out, but they left it styled.
And then, they basically do a style. The men, they do all the dress up that they need. And basically...
They take you out on the town and take pictures of you in front of shrines and temples.
Yeah, so they took us to Senso-ji Temple, and we did several shoots there. We did a shot down the way where we had the Skytree behind us, and then we did one literally right in front of this restaurant before it opened. And so you kind of get a lot of flavor shots. I'm going to apologize. One of my mics got lost in the subway this morning. Apparently, when we were packed in like sardines, it came off of me magnetically and attached to somebody else's bag or something. So we're like raw dog on the Osmo mic, but I think it'll be okay. I'll just do some.
It's not really windy outside right now.
Yeah,
so.
I'll just do some post production to clean anything up that I need to. So we're gonna walk around. We're gonna go back to probably Senso-ji Temple. I'm gonna try to find Age 3 that's over here and see if we can get some sandwiches. Although I will say the melon pond over there is smelling really good too.
Food just sounds good right now. We haven't eaten anything.
Yeah, so we'll be back in a bit.
But I wanted to get an.
Here we are at Senso-ji Temple. You don't realize, like, this temple is like huge. Like, it is. The complex itself, like, it goes way back there. We were taking pictures here, and it is a huge. It is a huge, temple and property that comes with it. So I'm gonna look at this map over here and see what we can find. See, and that's the map. All that there is like the big property. Just to get, and that's where the main gate is, where you come in. That's very famous. And then the Nakamise-dōri,
648 there.
Nakamise-dōri Street is where all the shops and vendors are. So we're here to do the Omikuji, or because it's formal, it's Omikuji, which is basically you're going to get your fortune, whether it's good, bad, or indifferent. So I'm going to let Tammy go first with your offering. Oh, there you go. So,
9.
yep, Fuji.
Put it back.
All the way at the very end, yeah.
Put it back.
Yeah. So remember, it's backwards, so just go down to the first row in this section right here. How'd it go? Flip it over. Best fortune. So Tammy got the best fortune. So what does it say? If you try to be famous,
It will come out as you hope. For example, if you have 3 kinds of hope, 3 will be completed. God will come, and where he points to, flowers and fruits grow timely. Good fortune will come, and it brings you happiness. Your wishes will be realized. A sick person will recover. The lost article will be found. The person you are waiting for will come. Building a new house and removal are good. Marriage and employment are all good. Making a trip is all right.
all right, so my turn. We take our 100 yen coin, drop it in the slot. $70. All right, let's move out of the way here.
Bad fortune.
Oh no, I got very bad. I got bad fortune. Basically, it says your request will not be granted. The patient is hard to recover. The lost article will not be found. The person you wait for will not come over. Building a new house and removal are no good. Marriage of any kind, to start a trip and hire a new employee are all bad. Oh
Now
my
you
goodness.
show what you do
So
when-
now I have to go and tie this off because I got a very bad fortune.
So when you get a bad fortune, you have to fold it up and tie it to this rack.
Thank goodness I'm traveling with you.
I know.
So the idea is roll it up thin so you can actually tie it.
And then you tie it on there.
Or so I'm attempting to. So then,
There's Joe's.
so what they'll do is at the end of the day,
Can I fold it?
yeah, you can keep that. Yeah.
Fold it.
Yeah, you can fold it, do whatever. So at the end of the day, what happens if you have a bad fortune or any kind of misfortune that comes up, you tie it to the rack, and then what they do is they burn those bad fortunes away. So the bad fortune won't come true.
Yeah.
So that's good because I have to get on a plane tomorrow, and the last thing I want is bad fortune. So.
Well, I got the best fortune.
You did.
So.
But yes, this is a really nice place, though. It's so huge.
I'm so
You don't.
glad that it's finally sunny.
Yes, you don't really realize, like, again, it's one of those things when you watch stuff on video, and you don't realize, like, the size and scope of
How big this is.
how it. Yeah, because when you see it, it's like, oh, it's just a temple, but it's like this is a huge sprawling property. There's multiple shrines and temples on the property, so
Are these all different shrines?
there are many shrines inside of the Sensoji Temple.
Get from all of these places?
No, I think that there would probably be one that's central to this. So we're gonna see if we can find it, because I know there's a difference between shrines and temples, and one doesn't and one does. So we'll see what happens. We're gonna poke our heads around, try to see what we see, and hopefully more people get fortunes like you and less fortunes like mine. We got some, just stumbled across the Melon Pond place, the famous Melon Pond place. And,
Very good.
literally, the guy just brought it up. First one off
The
the...
warmer. Hey, Birdie. I guess you got some.
I thought the Melon Pond I got at the store was good.
Birdie.
So good. So we found our way to the Age 3 that is in Asakusa, which should have a shorter line than the one that is in Ginza. We got our sandwiches. You got the creme brulee from Age 3. This is the one in Asakusa, like I was saying. It's definitely closer. And it's also less crowded than the one in Ginza. I went with the plain cream, whipped cream. Oh my god. I have no idea if they have napkins. Right here. They have one napkin. I figure once you're done.
I'm gonna get done. Good math.
Worst comes to worst, I have my towel too. what's interesting is they get the toast is nice and crunchy on the outside, but very soft on the inside. I have my napkin too. You know, my thing, my towel. There's actually two here. So we're just taking a few minutes while we're waiting for our tickets to get into the Skytree because it's not till 3. But we did our morning shoot, as you probably saw at the Asakusa. Although, actually, you probably didn't see it because I didn't really have any of my camera stuff with me. But I'll post a bunch of photos that you'll see. But that was actually a really well done experience. I was a little sketched at first. It's like, we did it through Klook, but it was like this little hole in the wall. Like, hole in the hole in the hole in the wall place. Like, we walked past it like 3 times. We're like, I don't know. Until I finally saw the name of the place on the inside of a stairwell. It's a very small shop. But I will say, the 2 ladies that there were really, really good. We really enjoyed them. They were very quick. They made it a fun experience. It is on the 3rd floor. It is not, let's say, wheelchair accessible. We couldn't find an elevator anywhere. So, due to that, there are plenty of other shops in the area that are either wheelchair accessible via elevator or ground floor. But the Senso-ji Temple was an amazing experience. I did not realize how large the temple grounds are. You know, because you see it in a picture, right? And you see it in a video, and there's no sense of scope because you're going from shot to shot and you don't see how large it is. I did get a video, you probably watched it earlier before this, where I shot the map so you could just see how much there is to the area for the Sensoji Temple grounds. But it was a fantastic experience. I'm glad I saw it. And now, like I said, we're going to do our Skytree appointment here in about 45 minutes. And then from there, who knows? I thought about going to Kura Sushi over here because their flagship store is right here in Asakusa. Tammy hasn't had any sushi here yet. I don't know if she's in the mood for sushi or not. But we'll see. But yeah, overall it's sad to think this is our last day. We joked about it in the beginning, that the trip will be over before we knew it. Even though we've spent many days here, full days here, we still haven't finished. Excuse me. I am tired getting to the end of this trip. We've spent a lot of full days here, and yet we still haven't gotten done everything we wanted to. We do have technically most of a day tomorrow, although our flight's at 8:25. We probably need to be at the airport somewhere between 5 and 5:30. So we'll probably be taking that. We'll probably get a taxi. I'm hoping I don't need another suitcase, but something tells me I'm probably going to need another suitcase. But when we finally get back tonight, I'm going to start packing. Don Quixote's open 24 hours, so we can make that work if we need to. We don't have to check out, I think, until 11. And we can leave our bags there, so if there is any like last minute things we want to grab, or just, you know, last minute views of Tokyo and whatnot before we go. If we were to come back, I think I would love to do like Osaka and Nara and Kyoto. But I will say this much. Like I said, I've been waiting for this trip for so long and so much of my life. To finally be here is really cool. So, any thoughts from you so far? No.
Right now my feet just hurt. My back hurts.
Expect that if you're here, you will do some walking.
Yep.
I mean, we've been doing what, about,
well, at the beginning, 5.5 miles to 7 miles a day. When we went to Disneyland, we did 10 miles a day, and that day was the day that I was in pain when I got back home and realized that the icy hot for Japan works a hell of a lot better than the one at home.
Yeah. It's funny, like certain things here, like they don't have Tums. Like we went there and tried to find Tums. They didn't have Tums. They gave us something. We haven't tried it yet, but maybe we will at some point. But the icy hot,
yeah,
that shit works good.
The Advil doesn't even touch any kind of pain that you may have because we bought a box of ibuprofen here and didn't even touch anything, any kind of pain that I had.
It is the same 200 milligram dosage, but it just doesn't seem like it works as well. But yes, walking, you will do a lot of walking, even though you think, hey, I'll be on public transportation.
Yeah,
there's a lot of times you get on public transportation and you got to stand for half the ride, 3/4 of the ride, sometimes the whole ride.
Yeah, we've been burning like 2,000 to 3,000 calories a day just in walking.
So, but you've enjoyed your experiences? They've been neat?
Yeah.
It's been fun to see a different... It is that...
Yeah, I just wish we would have found more stamps, and I wish we would have gotten more Goshrins.
Yeah, that's the thing, like
trying to find Goshrins is hard. I mean, we got one.
So like we went to Meiji Jingu and they had like signs like pointing you like, hey, here's where you go if you want your book signed.
When we went today, there was nothing. There
were like no signs, and I know there's a difference between shrines and temples. So it could just be that because we were at the temple, no gashi.
Yeah.
The problem is like you can find shrines all over Tokyo, but it's a matter of just fitting them in, or kind of you have to go off a beaten path. Like if you go to Ueno, we didn't even get to Ueno. We didn't even get to Ueno Park. We did walk through Yoyogi Park, which was nice. But you want it back on me? So yeah, we didn't even get to Yoyogi Park, but Ueno Park. But like, there's a shrine if you're walking through Amiokucho Street. There's a shrine that's elevated, but again, or it's a temple, but it doesn't have Gashwin. You know, so it is definitely different knowing the difference between the temple and the shrines. And yeah, train stamps can be kind of like, we hit Harajuku and Yoyogi. Those were super easy because the stations are, relatively small. So it didn't take rocket science to find those stamps. But like when you're in Shinjuku or you're in Shibuya Station, boy, those stamps can be a real bear to find because of how large the station is. Like, We were at Tokyo Station yesterday. We were just transferring through from from one location to another, right? We weren't doing anything fancy. We were just going from, hey, we're going from point A to point B. Or maybe that was the day we were at Disney. That was what. It was the day we went to Disney, I think. Anyways, neither here nor there. The point is like, we spent probably 10 minutes going across Tokyo Station from our one point to the other point. And it was like crazy how long that took, just walking across Tokyo Station. And they had the conveyor belts, to help you, to move you along, but it was just crazy, like how large some of these stations are and how many exits they have. You can go. I think the rumor is, I don't know if this is true with Shibuya, but I think there's close to 200 exits of how you can get out of Shibuya Station. So, whether you're getting out from the subway, the JR, you're cutting through the Estee Mall, the New Oman Mall, or any of the other malls that are attached to the station. So that's us 350 meters up. It's high. Like, you don't realize that, like, it's high. Okay, so that over there is Shinjuku. See those two towers over there? That's the Metropolitan. So that's where we're staying, is over there. So you can see it way out in the distance. There's two tall towers there. That's the Metropolitan building where the government's at. And our hotel is like right around the corner from it. And I know there's a thing that'll show you where Mount Fuji is at. But we still have another observation deck to go. So, it's up there. 350 meters up. Mount Fuji is over there. It's kind of covered, we can't see it completely. But you can get the faint look at it. And over that way is Shinjuku. Yes, that's the poop building down there. That's the Asakusa. And then that is Kimono Park right there. So that green out there? Right there. So yes, we have the Asahi building down there. And then we have Ueno Park over there. That's where the zoo is at, and there's several museums. Oh yeah, the Tokyo Dome's way over there too. So that white dome over there is the Tokyo Dome. We almost ended up staying over there by the Tokyo Dome, but we're actually over there by those two twin buildings. And I'll post some of the pictures I have from that so you can zoom in and see it. But those are where basically the national, I believe it's the metropolitan government is over there. But there is a free observation deck if you don't want to pay. You can go in there and it's free, and it takes you up about 44 stories, and you can get a decent look at the city from there. It's not terrible. It's no Skytree. But I guess we'll go up and we'll take a look at the 450 meter, which should make things look very interesting. It's really high up. Like, it's really high up.
Careful that you don't drop your phone down there.
Camera. But yeah, it is like, there is a difference in the 100 meters. And we technically haven't hit the full 100 meters yet. So this kind of spirals from when you get off the elevator to when you come up the elevator. And they always have like a collab happening here every month. So I don't know the collab this time. I haven't heard of it. But if you have, let me know what it is, because I don't know. I've never heard of it. So out that way in the distance is Tokyo Disney and Disney Sea. You can see it's up there. And don't get me wrong, you can see this building from a distance. So, this is the anime. I don't know what it is. That's Mount Fuji way out in the distance. $450 meters. You're gonna ask me what that is in feet? I don't know, but I'll try to put something up here on the screen. We figured out we were looking at the wrong direction for Fuji. We're not sure what mountain range we were looking at before, but that direction over there is Mount Fuji. And you can see it's being a little shy behind the clouds. But, yeah. And that's Shinjuku over there. Again, those two towers out there in the distance. That's basically where our hotel is, right over there, the Godzilla Hotel. And that's the old Tokyo Tower right there. You can see the top of. And then there's the poop building. I'll know more when I get across the street. Smells like sewer. We found our way to Lost finally on our last night before we leave. You're so cold. And we're almost back inside. Oh, it's very late in our trip, but we finally found the Mega Don Quixote. Or actually got down here to the Mega Don Quixote. We could have been here before, but we were just so beat on Friday that we didn't. Even at 9 o'clock at night in the Shibuya station right off of the Hachiko exit, or entrance and exit, this train station is constantly popping off with traffic. And the hustle and bustle will continue until the last trains. It looks like it, roughly 11:30 to 11:45. It's pretty incredible just how busy this station is. Like I said earlier, and I've said this multiple times, this is the busiest station in the JR rail system. And I believe it might be the busiest train station in the world. The amount of people that pass through the gates on a daily basis. And there's so many connector routes that come through here. It's right up there with Shinjuku, which has, I think, 14 or 16 rails that come in. I think that's the same here. And that doesn't include the stops for the subway and so on and so forth, and those entrances and exits. I'm just sitting here at the JR station right now, and it's just incredible how many people roll through here just on a daily basis. And like I said, here we are, 9 o'clock at night on a Thursday. It's not even a Friday or a Saturday. This is a Thursday night at 9 o'clock, and it's just popping. It's just super, super busy. So, yeah, just know that it doesn't really matter what time of day or night you're trying to come and take the train. There's always going to be some form of busy. Some form of busy that's going to be happening.